Hello there. So this is lesson 3 of module 2. So this is finding equation of a quadratic function. So you will notice later on that this is just somewhat a review, or really a review of what we had been discussing in module 1. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, so let's recall. So this is find the roots of x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0 using any method. So the given is x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Now, as we can check, this is factorable. So I'm going to make use here the factoring. So factoring x squared minus 3x plus 2. So you can pause the video for you to have a review. And have you got x minus 2 and x minus 1 as the factors? After which, you have to separate them. So x minus 2 equals 0 and x minus 1 equals 0. And of course, transposing them will give us x equals 2 and x equals 1. These are the roots of this quadratic equation. Equation in such a way that this involves only one variable. Now, if it is already two variables, we call it functions. Okay, so roots of quadratic equation. Roots of a quadratic equation, or it's the values, or those are the values of x, right? So it's the same as zeros of a quadratic function. In other words, to find the zeros of a quadratic function, you simply have to go back to factoring, completing the square, or the quadratic formula, or even the extracting square root. Okay, the process is just the same. So zeros and roots are just the same, as well as the x-intercept of the quadratic function. So all of these things, all of these three, will just give you the values of x. So if in cases when you will be asked to identify zeros or roots or x-intercepts, so all you need to do is just to go back to factoring, extracting square root, and the quadratic formula, or the completing the square. Okay? Now, what if we'll have the reverse? Say for example, if we have the zeros of 2 and 1, and we're going to find the quadratic function. Okay, so as I've said, this is just a review of what we had last time. So there are two methods. The first is the reverse factoring. Remember this? Okay, the reverse factoring is that 2 and 1 is coming from x equals 2 and x equals 1. And transposing each will give us x minus 2 and x minus 1. And then pag isahin natin sila, meron tayong x minus 2 times x minus 1. And here, pwede ka nang mag-distributive or mag-FOIL para makuha mo yung answer dito sa multiplication sentence na to. Okay? So here, I was using the FOIL. So the first terms are x and x, that's x squared. Outer terms are x and negative 1, so that's negative x. Tapos meron tayong inner terms na negative 2 tsaka x, so that's negative 2x. Tapos last terms as negative 2 and negative 1 is equal to 2. Ngayon, pag-isahin natin yung sa outer tsaka sa inner terms kasi same, similar terms sila. So we have negative x and negative 2x is negative 3x. So, meron tayong sagot na x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. This is quadratic equation. Ang sabi dito, find, wait lang. So, ang sabi kasi dito, find a quadratic function. So, pag function, di ba, more or less, dalawang variable yung involved. So, all we have to do is just to put another variable so we can have y equals x squared minus 3x plus 2. Yung 0, palitan lang natin ng y. And tapos. Okay? Okay, so we have our method 2. Remember this? The sum and product method. So, first is to get the sum of 2 and 1. So, that's 3. Tapos, get the product. So, that is 2. Remember that the sum of the roots, its relation is negative b over a, and the product of the roots is c over a. So here, kasi sa 3 tsaka 2, wala tayong over, so we can say that a is equal to 1. And since yung b natin shall be changed into its opposite sign, so from positive 3, lagay lang tayo ng negative dito. So, bali yung positive 3, naging negative. Wait, let me change my color. So, naging negative 3 lang siya dito. Okay? Tapos, yung c is of course the product from the product here. So, we have 2. So, with that, pwede na tayong maglagay ng y equals, sa substitute na lang tayo dito sa ABC natin. So, we have y equals x squared minus 3x plus 2. Remember? Okay, para lang siyang nag-review tayo dun sa mga lessons natin. At least, na-review tayo kung paano gawin. Okay? Here is another example. So, paano naman kung naka-irrational yung root natin? Like, for instance, we have negative 2 plus and minus square root of 6. Ano kayang gagawin? Okay? Hindi muna tayo magsa-sum and product method. Okay? So, sa method 1 lang tayo. So, di ba galing siya dito? X equals negative 2 plus and minus square root of 6. Ngayon, transpose natin si negative 2. Transpose natin siya dito. Okay? So, of course, you are going to use the magic rule by transposition. Mag-change yung sign niya into x plus 2. Pagkatapos, para ma-eliminate natin itong square root sign na to, para matanggal natin siya, erase ko muna. Sandali. So, para matanggal natin siya, square lang natin siya both sides of the equation. Okay? Yan. Naka-square siya lahat. So, dito, x plus 2 squared, tapos ito. So, magsimula muna tayo dito sa side. Wait. Magsimula muna tayo dito sa x plus 2 squared. Okay? Nag-square tayo both sides of the equation. So, magsimula tayo dyan, doing the FOIL method. Diba? Ang ibig sabihin yan is x plus 2 times x plus 2. Yun. Mag-FOIL tayo. So, pag ginawa natin yan, sulat siguro muna natin. So, meron tayong x plus, sandali lang, plus 2, tapos isa pang x plus 2, tapos yan. So dito mag-file tayo na. So x times x is x squared, so that's the first terms. Outer terms x and 2, so 2x. Inner terms 2 and x, 2x. Mabilisan na to kasi magaling na kayo sa FOIL. Pabalik-balik na lang, di ba? Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4. Ngayon, pag-isahin natin yung dalawang 2x sa outer tsaka inner term. So, we have 4x. So, meron tayong final answer dyan na 4x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay? Galing yan dito, oh. X squared. Ito yung nangyari. Dyan galing yan. Tapos, syempre, yung 4x is coming from dito, yung sagot natin here. Okay? So, yan. Ngayon, anong nangyari? Bakit natanggal na yung sign dito? Yung square root sign dito. Anong nangyari? Kasi nga, nag-raise to 2 tayo. So, 6 times 6 is 36. The square root of 36 is 6. Kaya, na-eliminate natin yung square root sign niya. Ngayon, wala tayong ibang gagawin kundi i-transpose na lang to si 6 doon para ma-combine siya. Sandali. Transpose mo siya doon. Transpose to the other side para ma-combine siya doon sa ating x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay? Sandali. Okay, so the answer is x squared. Ayan, naka-transpose na siya. Then, you're going to have your final answer of x squared plus 4x minus 2. Yung minus 2 is coming from 4 minus 6. Okay? Okay. Meron pa tayong isa pa. So, 3 and 4. Method 2 and method 1. So, method 1 muna. Reverse factoring. Si 3 and negative 4 is coming from x equals 3 and x equals negative 4. transpose natin sila pareho, meron tayong x minus 3 and x plus 4. Pag-isahin natin, then do the FOIL method. Okay? So, x times x squared, 4x, negative 3x, and then 12. Then, combine 4x and negative 3x, so that must be x. Okay? So, here, meron tayong x squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. Napalitan na lang natin yung 0 ng y. So, we have a function of x squared plus x minus 12. Yun. Easy, diba? E, paano naman kung method 2? So, same. Get the sum. So, 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Get the product. So, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Ngayon, dahil wala tayong denominators, yung value ng a natin is 1. Yung b naman natin, change natin yung sum. So, magiging 1, positive. Tapos, yung c is of course negative 12. Yun. Okay? Review nyo lang yung dati, parang ginagawa na natin to. Okay? Nag-review lang tayo. And then, substitute na natin siya dun sa general form. Now, we have y equals x squared plus x minus 12. Yun. Okay. Do you want more examples? Ito yun. Okay. Find the zeros. Find the quadratic function as zeros are negative 1 and 4. Method 1. Reverse factoring. Galing siya dito. Negative 1 and 4. Transpose x plus 1 and x minus 4. Pag-isahin natin. Tapos mag-FOIL tayo dito. Pwede nyo siyang i-pause ang video para ma-check nyo kung magaling pa kayo sa FOIL method. Okay? So, meron tayong ending na x squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. Palitan ng 0 ng y. So, we have x squared minus 3x minus 4. Okay? Hindi ko na masyadong diniscuss kung paano yung FOIL kasi pabalik-balik na lang tayo dyan. Diba? Magaling na dapat kayo dyan. Pwede din naman kayo mag distributive method. Okay? Pwede din yun. Method 2 tayo. Get the sum. So, it's 3. Get the product. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. So, ano kaya yung values ng A, B, and C natin? Sige nga. Pause the video. And then check. Okay? Ito ba yun? 1, negative 3, and negative 4. Write it in the general form or substitute it so you have x squared minus 3x minus 4. Okay? Isa pa. Reverse factoring. Transpose. Transpose natin. Okay. So, hindi ko naman siyang diniscuss kasi nga review naman siya. Okay? Pagkatapos, pag-isahin natin yung x plus 3. Itong x plus 3 na to. Medyo hindi na kasi nag-explain si ma'am. Baka mamaya malito kayo. Okay, x plus 3, tsaka x plus 2. Lagyan lang natin sila ng parentheses, then pag-isahin natin. Yan. Para meron tayong multiplication sentence. So, mag-FOIL ka na. Okay, pag-isahin mo yung outer tsaka inner terms. So, x. Yan. Tapos, ito na yung magiging sagot mo. X squared plus x minus 6 equals 0. Palitan mo yung 0 ng y, then meron ka ng quadratic function na x squared plus x minus 6. Yan. Review lang siya, diba? Ito naman yung method 2. So, negative 3 plus 2, negative 1. Mag-multiply ka naman sa kanilang dalawa. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Ngayon, paano mo ba ma-identify yung A, B, and C? So, of course, yung A is yung over yun. Nasa denominator siya. Ito, denominator siya ng dalawa. Eh, kasi nga, wala tayong nakitang denominator, so A must be 1. Okay? 1. Tapos, yung sa B natin, kasi nasa sum siya, yung B natin, since negative B yung dito, so you have to change this. So, from negative B, yung B mo will be 1. Okay? Tapos yung C, huwag ka nang mag-change ng sign. Ito na yon, yung answer mo sa product. So, meaning, yung values ng A, B, and C mo is 1, 1, and negative 6. So, pag substitute mo siya dun sa general form of quadratic function, then you're going to have this. Okay? Ang daming examples. Okay? Ito yung kagaya kanina. Okay? So, lagay lang tayo ng x equals, tapos copy natin yung given na 3 plus and minus square root of 2 over 3. Ngayon, kasi meron tayong 3 dito, para matanggal siya, ito, yung 3 na yan, para matanggal siya, write it beside x. Lagay natin siya dyan. Or parang nag-cross multiply ka lang. So, the equation would become 3x equals 3 plus and minus square root of 2. Wait lang. Tapos, proceed ka dun sa kanina. Okay? Transpose mo yung 3 to the other side. Itong 3 na to, i-transpose mo siya dun dito. So, kaya, meron tayong negative 3 dyan. Okay? Tapos, proceed ka dun sa ginawa natin kanina, which is to square both sides of the equation. So, 3x minus 3 squared, tapos positive and negative 2 squared. Yan. Nag-square lang tayo. Tapos, dito sa 3x minus 3 squared, parang 3x minus 3 times 3x minus 3 siya. So, mag-foil ka dyan. So, yun. Ito yung sagot. Hindi ko na ipinakita yung foil kasi medyo mahaba na. Basta, dito sa part na to, nag-foil ka dyan sa part na yan. Tapos, yung sagot niya is ito, 9x squared minus 18x plus 9. You can check by multiplying. Okay? Tapos, eto naman, tinanggal lang natin yung square root sign. So, kaya naging 2. Okay? Pagkatapos, anong susunod na gagawin? Naalala niyo yung example kanina? Balikan nyo na lang. Okay? So, anong susunod na gagawin? Of course, kailangan yung i-transpose si 2. Wait lang. To the other side. Kaya, from positive 2, naging negative na siya dyan. Tapos, combine nyo lang. 9 minus 2. What is 9 minus 2? Diba 7? So, meron tayong sagot na 9x squared minus 18x plus 7. Yun. Diba? Lagay lang tayo ng y equals, tapos ang case. Diba? Isa pa, paano naman kung fraction? Diba? Pinakita ko na din to sa inyo noon. So, review nga siya, diba? So, it's coming from, okay, method 1 muna. Coming from x equals negative 2 and x equals 5 over 2. Ngayon, yung 5 over 2 tayo magkakaproblema. So, diba, magko-cross multiply lang tayo. Bali, itong 2 na to, lagay natin siya as coefficient ng x. So, magiging 2x siya. Okay? So, ayan. So, naging 2x siya. Tapos, transpose si 5. So, kaya, eto na yung 5. Yan. Okay? So, x, nag-transpose mo na dito. Tapos, yung 2, nilagay natin siya sa gilid. Yan. Okay, minus 5. Tapos, pag-isahin na natin tong x plus 2 and 2x minus 5. Yun. Para meron na tayong multiplication sentence na dito kailangan na nating mag-foil. Okay? So, mag-foil ka muna. I-pause nyo muna yung video and then check kung tama yung sagot mo sa foil. Ito ba yun? 2x squared minus x minus 10. Okay? Yung ito, so okay na yan. Palitan mo na lang ng y, yung 0. So you now have 2x squared minus y equals 2x squared minus x minus 10. Yun. Paano naman kung sum and product rule tayo? So, i-add mo lang siya. Dapat magaling ka sa adding fraction. So, yung sum ng negative 2 tsaka 5 over 2 is 1/2. Saan galing yan? Let me just have this one. 2 times 2, cross multiply lang ako. So, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So, negative 4. Wait. Tapos, i-add mo siya dito sa positive 5 plus 5. Oops. Okay, so, of course, negative 4 plus 5 is positive 1. Tapos, copy the denominator. Yun lang. Pag mag-multiply ka naman, walang problema. Just multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. Now, negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. Pwede pa naman siyang ma-divide, pero wag mo na lang i-divide. Bakit ayaw mong i-divide, ma'am? Kasi mahihirapan ka in identifying the values of A, B, and C. Kasi 'di ba alam mo that the sum of the roots is negative B over A, tapos the product of the roots is C over A. So dapat pareho yung A nila sa baba. So since pareho na sila ng 2, so meron kang A value dito na 2. Yan. Tapos yung B, change the sign of the numerator. So from positive, we have negative 1. Tapos of course, yung sign ng C na negative 10, so eto siya. Lagay mo dun sa general form ng quadratic function, so meron tayong y equals to x squared minus x minus 10. Okay? So, yun. Ito na yun. So, ito yung magiging activity mo. What you're going to do is to determine the equation of the quadratic function given the zeros. So, meron tayong V, O, I, A, H, T, M, E, L. So, count natin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items na kailangan mong isolve. Okay. Ngayon, pag may sagot ka na, tingnan mo siya dito. So, yung mga sagot mo dun sa problem is may mga letters yun, diba? So, meron tayong answers, full of answers dito. So, halimbawa, yung na-solve mo for letter T is etong y equals x squared plus 5x plus 6. Lagay mo yung T dito until mag-get mo yung hidden message. So, decode mo na yung message. Ano kaya yung message dito? Okay? So, with this, bali tapos na yung video. So, thanks for watching. Bye-bye!